Hey guys, I hope everyone is doing well. So today's reading is for those of you in twin soul, twin flame, or divine soulmate connections where there is a karmic element involved. Most likely it's going to be a karmic partner. It doesn't have to be, but that's how I am going to do the reading, okay? So just take the messages as they apply to your situation. So before we get started though, I do just want to remind everybody that I do have a new PayPal account where you will not get charged an international fee for paying to a different country. It is American, so if you're paying in dollars, you can pay to that account. If you work with euros, I would appreciate if you make the payment in euros. So all you have to do in that case is just email me and I will let you know what the equivalent price is in euros, okay? That's for personal readings. All right, I think that's, oh, one more thing. So it seems like YouTube really pulled a number on us a while back, and what they did was they changed something in the settings, and by default, it feels like everybody's videos all of a sudden had ads in the middle of the videos. I found out about it at some point, and I did go and change some of the videos to get rid of that. Not to all of them because there was just too many. It was like all of the zodiacs in July or something. But just so you guys know, I never intend to put ads in the middle of my videos. They play in the beginning and in the end, never in the middle. So please, if you ever notice that, if that happens, let me know so that I can change the setting back to no ads in the middle of the video. I find it very distracting to watch videos and have an ad play in the middle of it. So I will never do that. All right, so with all of that said, let's get into the reading and see what is going on. We're going to be looking at the masculine's energy towards the karmic partner, towards the divine feminine, as well as the divine feminine's energy, and of course, what is coming up in the near future. So I'm going to start by getting a couple of oracle cards to get us started with the masculine's energy. Let's see what's going on. Now, it could even be that you are the one in a karmic situation. So again, take the messages as they apply to you. All right, we have the temple path. All right, let's get a couple more from this deck. For the masculines, what is going on here? This is already a good start. It looks like they're aligning, getting into some alignment, either with their intuition, but mostly I'm getting with divine guidance here. Almost like switching a little bit their path. And then we have shadow work and stuck. So for those of them, yes, that have been stuck, and it's going to be probably all of them in this situation, they are doing a lot of shadow work when it comes to why they are stuck, really diving deep to the reasons, to the underlying reasons, like coming to the core, the root problem, the root issue of why they truly have been stuck, because they have been coming up with a lot of excuses to themselves to justify why they are where they are, or they might come up with other reasons, but that's not really the core root of the issue. So I'm seeing this as being very, very positive. All right, let's get into the tarot and see. All right, so what's going on with the masculine as it pertains to their situation? First card out, we have the King of Swords. The Four of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. All right, so wow, okay, they're thinking a lot. And I feel like they're thinking in a very mature way. And really having a lot of clarity, being determined to get to the bottom of why they are where they are. All right, that's why we have the Four of Swords. This is a lot of healing. Four of Swords can also be like meditation. So there's a lot of thinking here about what is it that is keeping them in this commitment here, in this Ten of Pentacles. Let's get a little deeper. The Seven of Cups, the King of Wands in reverse, and the Ten of Wands. All right, so here's how they're thinking. Oh gosh, yeah, they're playing with a lot of different scenarios in their minds. I feel like they're really, really trying to get to the bottom of what it is exactly that has kept them stuck. It's pretty much the same message here. Thinking of different scenarios, thinking of different possibilities, different reasons why this could be going on. It's almost as I feel like they're determined to get to the bottom of it, like really wanting to understand themselves, because they do feel stuck. They do feel stuck. It's interesting though, because we have the King of Wands in reverse. It's like they feel like they haven't had control. They feel like they haven't been able to manage this. It's almost like, you know, they're seeing themselves as not having accomplished what they would have wanted to have accomplished by this time in their lives. And they're tired of it. They're tired of being this King of Wands in reverse, not doing anything, not taking action. Okay, let's see more specifically towards the karmic partner. We will clarify anything that needs to be clarified, but I feel like the messages are pretty clear. The Nine of Swords. So the Ten of Cups in reverse. Let me get one more. And the Six of Swords in reverse. Okay, so yeah, they're still there, obviously. They're still there. They are having a hard time moving away from this commitment. There's no love here. None of these cards are portraying love. Even the Ten of Cups, which would be love, is in reverse here. They're unhappy and they are stressed, especially when it's together with the Nine of Swords. The fact that they are unhappy is causing them a lot of stress. The fact that they are unhappy and not doing anything is causing them to feel exhausted with their own selves, and to really feel like, I feel like they're beginning to feel like they have this responsibility or this obligation to do something about it. Where it's like before, they felt like they had a sense of responsibility and obligation to the karmic partner and to the commitment. Now they're beginning to feel like they have this sense of duty to their own self. And the King of Swords is a very determined energy here. Wanting to cut to the chase. So let's just clarify a couple of these. Particularly this last row. I mean, yeah, they're stressed. They're not happy. This whole, even them thinking and getting to the bottom of what it is that is the root problem of their stuckness, that in and of itself is also causing them anxiety and stress. Because it's not easy to confront these shadows within oneself. Let's clarify the Six of Swords in reverse. This is interesting. The Six of Swords in reverse again, Temperance in reverse, and the Fool. So it's like they're waiting here. Okay, they're being patient. They're trying to be patient with their own self. to heal because they haven't healed yet. They haven't healed completely. They've begun that process. They're seeing things differently in the sense of realizing that they need to understand first why. What is the root problem here? Why am I stuck? Before they can actually move forward. And that is part of their healing. I feel like once this even comes to their awareness, that's going to be a huge step forward as to what it is that has kept them there. And this is what they are now being guided to discover within themselves. But look at that. We have the Fool here. Yeah, they still haven't released this. They haven't moved away from the past. But that's what they want to do. That's what's on their mind. They're just waiting here to come to that balanced place of having understood why they're there, what it is that keeps them there, whether it be social conditioning, whether it be some deep-rooted guilt for something, or whether it is just a false belief that they are holding on to that needs to be demolished. All right, because sometimes, yeah, you know, every thought you have is based on some core belief. And unless you get to the bottom of that core belief and see if that can be changed, all of your thoughts after that they're just going to stem from that core belief. And they're going to be in light of that core belief. So I feel like this is what is going on right now, and they're having that spiritual guidance and assistance from the divine in order to do that. All right, so let's move on to their energy towards their feminines. I'm not getting into details as to what is going on within the karmic relationship because it really doesn't matter. We have the Nine of Swords. All right, no need to even clarify that. Okay, so let's see. The Moon in reverse, the Hermit, and the Six of Wands in reverse. Wow. Things are coming to the light. They're doing, like I said, so much thinking, so much introspection here. I feel like this is happening like on a parallel. Like the way that they are working on their shadow when it comes to why they are stuck, finding that reason, that it's like it goes back and forth with the feminine. Things are also coming up to the surface when it comes to the feminine, but it's like they might not be telling you. Especially if you're in no contact. It's just a lot of deep introspection here. Wow. They do feel a sense of kind of like, I almost want to say that you have the upper hand. Again, like the way we have this King of Wands here in reverse, with the Six of Wands in reverse, I'm getting like, it's like they feel less than you with everything that they are discovering. Almost kind of like you realizing that you have been right about certain things that you may have said in the past. And so there might be a little bit of ego involved with that, kind of like, you know, they're feeling this I told you so energy coming at them. And it's not that you are sending them that energy. It's like they're just, you know, projecting that onto themselves from the outside. Like they can just imagine you saying, see, I told you so. That's what I'm getting with this. All right, let's see what else. Five of Cups in reverse, the Four of Cups in reverse, and the High Priestess in reverse. There's, you know how I was saying about projection, but it's like they're being a little bit, what's the word? biased in the sense that, again, they're projecting their own fears onto themselves because they're making assumptions as to what their divine feminine might be thinking and feeling. They're missing you a lot. They feel like they don't know if there's hope. They don't know if they've missed this opportunity with you and if it's too late. Because they're still not ready right now to remove themselves from the karmic situation. And they're not sure if by the time they are, will it be too late? But this isn't based on their intuition. That's why I say it's more like a projection. It's like of their own fears, just making assumptions. Because they're feeling that I told you so energy. So now they're like, shit. Will I be able to get myself together, sort my shit out in time? And this is making them feel almost hopeless. And I know some of you might be thinking, well, then why don't they speed it up? Well, it doesn't work that way for many reasons. And that would probably need a video of its own to explain that. All right, let's get the final row here. All right, let me just take the first ones out and to come out. All right. No, it was this way. For the ones that flipped over first. We also had the Knight in reverse kind of pop out as well. So here we have the Empress, the Five of Swords, and the Ten of Wands. Yeah, okay, so this is how they're viewing you. This is how they feel about you, that you are their Empress, all right? They feel this connection with you, that this is where they would want to be, not here. Not here with the Karmic, I mean. With the Five of Swords, they feel like they have deceived you. They feel like they have deceived this connection. They feel like they have betrayed their feminine, basically. And this, just as we have the Ten of Wands here, we have it here. This is what they're tired of. This is what they want to release. It's like this burden of holding on to this because they're not healed yet, and the burden of deceiving their divine feminine. Very, very straightforward here. Pretty clear what they want, but I'm just gonna get a couple more. All right, the Four of Swords, the Page of Swords in reverse, and the Nine of Swords in reverse. So this is what they want. They want this to heal. They really want to heal. They want to get to that place where they're going to feel balanced, not so much in their headspace. They want to get out of this immaturity, this way of thinking that they were holding on to in the past that wasn't even based on truth. So those core beliefs that they have, and for some of them it could just be just one major core belief that is influencing the rest of their thinking, the rest of their patterns, the rest of their being, based off of that one core belief. And I'm not going to get into the details of that because for each of them it's going to be different. But if you guys want, maybe I could do a video just to pick up on some of those core beliefs that they might have that are influencing their situation here and what they've been doing. So yeah, do let me know if you guys would be interested in that or not. This is all to get out of that Nine of Swords energy, to get out of that stress, to get out of that. It's like they're realizing how stressed they have been, how unhappy they are. Up until now, it feels like for a lot of them, They had gotten used to the stress. They had gotten used to the unhappiness. They had gotten used to just wearing a mask, trying to convince themselves that everything is okay. Holding on to a false core belief. What they want now, because that was the question here, what do they want? Is to heal that. To come to a place of peace and balance within themselves when it comes to things that we're not thinking that was not based on truth. Because they're tired of being unhappy and stressed. Like realizing that, hey, I've been living in anxiety and stress because of this. So that's what they want to heal. So I'm just going to put these here to the side to make some space so we can take a quick look into the feminine's energy and then move on to what is coming up. I don't need to clarify anything here. It's pretty straightforward. Alright, so for the femmies, what is going on? Alright, we have Angel of Love, and it's interesting, it was actually in reverse, doesn't really matter, but I am keeping that in the back of my mind. Let's see what else. Just a couple more. We got 3. We have, destruction, observer, and separation. Alright, so what I think, yeah, there was a reason why that was in reverse. You're feeling like, okay, obviously the love is still there. You still love your masculine. But you feel like it might have been destroyed. You feel like this might be done completely. But at the same time, you still have that curiosity. Like there's still that little piece of you kind of following along their energy in some way, whether it be by watching readings, whether it be by, meditating, thinking about them, whatever it is, following them on social media maybe. But it's kind of like you're still keeping an eye on what is going on in this situation, but you feel like it might be done. It's almost like you're trying to come to terms with that what if it's done? You don't want it to be. I feel like deep down you feel like it's not. We'll see. Let's get into the tarot for the femmies. And yeah, for a lot of you, it's that, you may have initiated the separation here. For some of you. Okay, let's see. Yeah, the Lovers in reverse, first card out. Two of Swords. See, you don't really believe that. You don't really believe that. And the Ten of Swords in reverse. No, you don't believe that. Okay, so for the feminines, for the group that I am tapping into, you are trying to, it's almost like you're trying to convince yourself that, maybe this is done so that you can be okay with that idea. But not that you really believe it. It's almost like you're playing with that idea in your mind. Like to protect yourself or just to avoid pain. You don't want to keep wishing for something or hoping for something that might not happen, that might not manifest. And so it's like you're trying to block this lover's energy from your mind so that you don't feel that pain should it not happen. But deep down you haven't really released that hope, and And that's not a bad thing. That's definitely not a bad thing. Emotionally detaching and releasing expectations is completely different than completely losing hope. And I don't believe that you should give up on a journey that you feel is strong, or that it is a twin soul type of a journey. Let's see what else. But that doesn't mean holding on and being attached or being codependent either. King of Swords, the Temperance in reverse, and the Nine of Cups. So yeah, you're still, there's that part of you that still wants this. I feel like you're trying to detach yourself here with the King of Swords. You're trying to think more rationally, not so much with your heart. Again, it's to avoid pain. But this is also something that needs to be healed here, is what I'm getting with Temperance being in reverse. Because it can throw you off. Because on the one hand, you're wishing for this with the Nine of Cups. You know that this is what would fulfill you. On the other hand, you're trying to just be very, very rational and be like, you know what? Yeah, but look, logic is saying that this person is stuck and this person is not moving towards me. They're not going to do anything. And that's throwing you off balance. Something with this, something in the way that you're thinking about it or approaching it might be throwing you a little bit off balance. But of course, it's okay to, you can have both concepts in your mind and like have that hope. But don't brush it off completely. There is a way to have both of these energies without being out of balance. It's just a matter of bringing them to a balance. Okay, it's very difficult to explain, and this is part of the journey, we discover this on our own, how to do that. It's like, don't brush that possibility off so much that it's denial, right? With that Two of Swords, don't just deny your feelings because of the pain that you're afraid of experiencing. Part of healing is experiencing that pain, unfortunately. But hey, that's the path that we chose. So yes, we experience the pain, we heal from it, and that's when we come into balance. And we can still have hope for something. We can still allow that possibility to exist, in other words. All right, let's get the final row for the feminines. Two of Cups, the Five of Swords in reverse, and the Four of Pentacles in reverse. All right, so you will stop deceiving your own self. You will stop deceiving your own self when you can fully embody what you feel for this connection, 100%. Without denial, without the self-defense mechanisms. That is when you will release that Five of Swords energy, that, just possibly trying to convince yourself of something that may not be true. And again, even that is part of the process. Like if you don't go through that of, the phase of lying to yourself, you won't even know what that means. What does it really mean to be truthful to myself? And that's why the universe will throw little triggers at you to remind you that, hey, wait, is this how you really feel? Like just when you thought you felt this way, then you get triggered and you realize that, oh, I guess not. Don't brush those events off. Don't just push them under the rug. Don't just bypass them. No, those events happen for a reason. You're getting triggered for a reason so that you can discover more about yourself and find more of your truth. Because that is what is healing you. That is what is going to bring you into balance. And in turn, it's helping the whole dynamic here of the connection. All right. So let's see what's coming up. I almost feel like those were the only messages that wanted to come through today, to be honest with you guys. but I don't want to disappoint anybody, so I will pull just a few cards for what is coming up in the next week or so. Alright, so let's see. Masculines concerning the karmic situation. The Two of Swords, the Emperor, and the Six of Cups. So they're going to start feeling like they can actually take control over their lives now. More so than before. They felt like they were incapable before of getting to the bottom of why they are stuck. And it's like they were going around in circles. They are beginning to feel like they can get to the bottom of this Two of Swords energy that they had been in. This indecisiveness, this blindness, or turning a blind eye, if I'm saying that expression correctly, to what the problem really was when it comes to the past with this connection. And it is something from their past. Whatever that core belief is, it's rooted from their childhood. Deep, deep, deep in the past. And for a lot of them, it's rooted so deeply that it's from past lives that they've had. So I love that we got the Emperor upright here. This is what they are moving towards. So it's more general. It's not so much, I feel, specifically to their energy towards their karmic partner this time around. These were just the messages that Spirit wanted to get out, apparently. So I might actually do a separate reading just for the karmic relationship. All right, so yeah, be on the lookout for that one. All right, so let's see the masculine's energy. When it comes to the feminine, coming up, we have the Chariot. Oh. Okay, wow. The Chariot, the Ace of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. They're taking a new direction here. They're taking a new direction. Again, seeing things from a different perspective here with the Ace of Wands. Like I said, the more revelations that they're having with the karmic partner or concerning their karmic situation, see, this wasn't even about the karmic partner. This was about themselves. What is it that is keeping them there? What is it about themselves that is keeping them there? The more that comes to the surface, the more that they're changing directions when it comes to the divine feminine. So here I was talking about how they've lost hope and they're not sure if you know, this could even still work out with the divine feminine. Coming up in the near future though, I see them kind of changing direction here and having that hope again. And because of that hope, they want to start putting in that effort. So I don't know if maybe you are doing something that is giving them that hope, maybe you changing your energy, you not denying anymore your true feelings and coming to your truth about it energetically is giving them that hope as well and making them want to work towards this again. And for some of you, I mean, maybe you had contact, so maybe you physically gave them that that hint, and for others of you it might just be energetically. Okay, so last but not least, let's see for the feminines. Although for you, it's pretty clear what you're moving towards. You're really moving towards finding that truth. But let's just see if there's anything else that wants to come out. Any message for the feminines? Judgment. There you go. That truth. Finding that truth within yourself. Of what is really going on here when it comes to what it is that you want in this connection, the Eight of Cups and the Ace of Wands in reverse. Seeing that truth about how much are you really giving up on this. Yeah, you're emotionally detaching, but does that mean really that you don't want this with the Ace of Wands in reverse? You're moving towards having that revelation within your own self, really getting to the bottom of your own core beliefs when it comes to this connection. And what is it in you that makes you want to have that self-defense mechanism up? Is it ego? Is it just it could be anything. It could be anything. The fear of the pain, the fear of the separation, the fear of being alone, the fear of never having this person that you feel is your twin in your life. Like whatever it is, what does that stem from? What is it within yourself? So a lot of mirroring here. A lot of mirroring here. Okay. All right, so let's see the final messages. If this was resonating, and please do give me a thumbs up if it did. Let me know your story in the comments. I love reading about everybody's situation. We have deep knowing. Yeah. So deep down, you know. Deep down, they know. Deep down, you both know what you are meant to do and what this connection is meant to be and what it is that you want. And it's like I've been saying that all along, right? In this reading, that deep down, they know. Deep down, you know. It's just a matter of getting to the bottom of it, to the core reasons of why things are happening in the way that they are. So yeah, that's what I got for you guys. Those were the messages. I do hope it made sense and that it resonated. Again, please let me know. And I'm sending you guys so much love. Bye.